Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
The shotgun running play call. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? The 50, past the 40, at the 30 now, at the 10 now. Touchdown, Auburn. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Makes a nice move there. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass this time. Looking to scramble. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's a good coverage there. Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long in the 17. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And the QB will try again on second and 10. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Wideouts now clustered. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The ball near midfield. No punting tee. The offense is going for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. taking it easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. He's moving out of the pocket now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0.
That makes the score Auburn 28, Miami 0.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Miami offense back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Pitches to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
35, Miami 0.
He's got it inside the 15. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense wraps him up. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it again. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
No, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second and 10 here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game is not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal offensive possession.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback in putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover three, the center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. That's caught. It's Jordan. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for a deep completion. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Tackled after the interception. That'll be the final play of this first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play. You better be home on the back side.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Escapes the sack. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. His catch here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. You don't practice this very often.
A completion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain will move it down to the 23-yard line. And the Canes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14.
That makes the score Auburn 35, Miami 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point off the left upright, but banks it through. How about that?
That makes the score Auburn 42, Miami 14.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 11, set to kick it away.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a screen pass to the running back. Spins away from the defender. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Breaks loose at the 40. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Auburn. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
14.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. When he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds at the 35 after a nice return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here first and goal. Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's third and goal. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being